Come on back.
Break. Let's go around up. Break.
Come on back there, Breaker. I heard that voice before, but I can't recollect the name. But you got 302 on the other end.
We got 302. Well, you got Joker 427 here. Or just Joker.
What's happening down there?
Coming in. How you doing?
We're doing good. We're building a new antenna. We're going to go down to Kenny and do a little bit of modifications, and hopefully I'll reach out and touch a little bit more people.
Yeah, roger that. You were here last Wednesday, I think. I was having a hard time hearing you. I'm hearing you much better tonight.
You might hear me a little bit better now. How's that?
There you go. Turn up the juice a little.
Yeah, just a flip of the switch, it's not a bad deal.
Yep. Got that.
Yeah, just sitting back here, checking things out, getting ready to hit the hay.
10-4. Well, nice hearing you tonight.
Buddy, you coming to this ordeal on Sunday?
Yep, yeah, I'll be there. Not sure if I'll be there right at 1, but I'll be there Sunday.
I'll be glad to meet you.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, it's going to be nice to meet a few of the guys that I've never met in person. So, it'll be nice in a different way for, I guess, somber yet, festive situation.
Yeah, I never knew the man, but I want to go and pay my respects and meet a lot of the other guys out there.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I never had the pleasure to actually meet him in person. Spent a lot of time talking to him.
I just think it's going to be a nice idea that, like I said, paying respects to him and meeting new friends and have his legacy live on forever.
Yeah, man. That's definitely that's a good way to say it.
All right, good night, buddy. Nobody else out there. I thought Goose or somebody would be out there.
I haven't heard anybody yet. I was doing some work here, and I had the volume down a little bit. I was noticing it was after 8, so I turned it up. And then I heard you in there.
Oh, wow, so it's only you and I. That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Good evening.
The other guys, they say get ready a little later. I get up at 3, 4 o'clock, so, my day's done. A long done.
Well, 3, 4 o'clock, I'm going to bed. You can't overnight.
Well, all right, buddy. Have a good night. See you Sunday.
All right, man. I'll see you then. Yeah, it's nice to Saturday to be going back too.
We're going to get that Vector 4000 up probably within a week or two, and I'll be reaching down and touching a little bit more.
Is that any better?
Oh, a lot better.
Yeah, I threw a D104 on it that I haven't had on for a while. I think the battery's gone dead. They go weird when it goes dead.
Yeah, there's a little amplifier in there. Yeah, it sounded like the best way for me to describe it would be like it just sounded like you were talking through a kazoo. A kazoo. It sounded like you were talking through a kazoo.
Yeah, I have to pull the cover off and check the battery then. Yeah, I don't even have factory style preamp boards in these. I had talked about these in the past, but I get these off, I don't know if you sell them anymore. I was getting these preamp boards off of eBay, when they were made for D104s.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that they're always on unless you have some kind of a switch to disconnect the battery.
Yeah, since I started with G-stands, none of them had that. They're all 2 switches. So on all my D104s, I have power switches.
There you go. And I heard somebody trying to tune up there.
Classic Radio Roundup.
There he is.
On Channel 13.
Channel 13.
1 above 12, 1 below 14.
Yeah, if you do the math. So many people don't know how to do math anymore. Yeah, that's just a shame.
Well, let's be fair. There's a lot of things people don't know how to do anymore.
Hey, you got that right. Oh my God. Self-sufficiency seems to be a luxury anymore.
Stupid people are easy to control.
Yeah, isn't that true? Well, I don't have my battery tester here, but the tongue test says this battery is dead.
That's the only tester you need.
Yeah, if it doesn't give me the tingle, it's bad.
Yep, time for a new one.
That's what she said. Sorry, I had to go there.
Hey now. Yeah, so that's probably what you're hearing is just the not enough juice.
D104s are kind of strange. When the battery starts to go dead, you can turn the mic all the way down, and you can turn the mic all the way up, and there's not much difference. You know, usually and it's kind of counterintuitive too, because you can turn the mic all the way down, and usually with a strong battery in there, it's low. It's very low. But when the battery gets weaker, it actually gets louder all the way down, to the point where there's not much difference between all the way down and all the way up.
Shouldn't that work? Like if you bypass that little amp or whatever, shouldn't that should just work like a stock mic then?
Yeah, that's right. I would think if your radio has a impedance to accept it, yeah, because it's just that ceramic diaphragm.
Hello, Classic Radio Roundup. County, what?
There he is. Took you long enough. I thought you got lost on the way up.
It takes time to climb up from those long wavelengths to these shorter ones.
Yeah, well, the CMA was doing its magic tonight, man. There was hardly any noise in there.
Ah, it was beautiful conditions in there, and I was talking about that guy up in Massachusetts, and he's coming down here 20, 30 dB over.
Yeah, for once you were stronger than Dave. I don't know. He must have been in weird mode or something.
It's running 30 watts.
Here you go. That's just the same mic with a battery that gives a little tingle.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hello, Joker. Hello, Bite Buster.
Good evening. Yeah, I'll have to send you a picture of what that little board looks like.
I was talking about Midland Radio, Washington State.
What's that, Bite Buster? What'd you say?
See, it's not working tonight, that's for sure. I said last night with really good conditions. I was talking to Washington State with no noise. I guess there was solar flare or what?
Wow, solar flare and the CME, that shuts things down. So you must have caught it, at the beginning before it shut things down.
Yeah, it was quiet today. No down getting.
Yeah, well, 160, man, was really nice tonight. Dave with his 30 watts was giving me 20 to 30 over.
Yeah, he was noticeably weak on my end, though.
Ah, but I was heard by you, so that's something.
Oh, you were strong tonight. You were like S8.
200 watts.
Yeah, Nick was in there. I could hear him too.
Yeah, Nick was running, I think about 100 watts.
Yeah, I was running on the 11 meter stick with just the center contact in the jack there. That seems to work a little better than trying to load up the 80 meter stick.
Yeah, that's a Marconi antenna.
Yeah, it's a macaroni antenna.
Hey, whatever works. That seems to be your best receive setup.
Holy macaroni.
Yeah, if you guys would be having a normal band here, I could join you.
Yeah, we weren't coming apart.
That's a normal band for me.
Yeah, that's with these old tube radios. Good evening, everybody. Just kidding here.
No, wasn't using a tube radio. In fact, I was using a modern Class D modulated MOSFET final radio.
Good evening there, Skyrider.
MOSFET. Boo.
Well, they work if you keep them happy, mostly.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're like women. You know, it's hard to keep them happy.
That's what I say.
Yeah, even when I'm keeping them happy, they still let me down.
Especially if you spend too much money on a paint job.
I mean, the women or the MOSFET?
Both. They're both tough to keep happy.
That's for sure.
It's like my glowing, my soft glowing tubes here that work just fine, even on the 80 meters and on the 160.
Well, I don't have nothing but low power on 160 meters with glowing glass, but on 80 through 10, I got higher power with glowing glass.
Yeah, buddy.
So on 160, I gotta use my Class D modulated rig. Everything's working and everything's happy. The thing's great.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, I got to keep that limiter tight though. You hit them negative peaks, you're done for.
Well, you'll make the thing trip.
Oh yeah.
She's tripping, man. She's tripping. Oh, this pot's dirty. Good Lord.
But since I've been hard on the limiter, keeping it away from the negative hundreds, I've been in good shape.
Yeah, I mean, you could just be happy at 90%, and that's good enough.
Yep, seems to be.
Let the positive peaks go as high as they can, but keep them negative ones to 90%. You're good to go.
Well, if I'm reading the scope right, and the scope is any kind of accurate, I'm at right. Well, tonight I was at 90% negatives and 120% positives, or at least 110 anyway.
That's a good balance right there.
It was definitely over 100% positive. I don't know how much, but it was over.
Yeah. So what are you running tonight? Sounds like a stock mic or something.
It is a stock mic. It's 3-knob night for me. 3-knob night with a stock mic. Midland 13890 879B.
Oh, I didn't get the memo. I didn't know it was going to be three knob stock mic night.
I didn't know it either. I just decided to run something that I hadn't ran in a while.
Yeah, so I guess well, you probably can't guess what I'm running.
I'm no good at that. I'm really not.
Yeah, well, you should know this radio. It's yours.
Really? Is that the PLL?
Yeah, this one still works, sort of.
Yep. Did you try it on sideband, though?
Not yet. I haven't really had a chance to work on it. Heavy, but whoever was in here before was a butcher. This goofy transmit clarifier. I thought the pot was bad, but Turns out he didn't even have the wire soldered in the hole right. Oh my God. I can't wait to tear all that out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that one did still work on AM. It's just never sounded good on sideband.
Well, we'll get that working.
Sounds pretty good right now.
Yeah, they clipped the limiters out of it and everything, but, you know.
You can put them back in.
Yeah, I may, if it isn't too much trouble.
Or not. Yeah. I don't want to go through too much trouble. I just want it working well. You know, don't have to be perfect, but as long as it's working well, it'd be enough for me. Is that my mic or is that one of your mics?
This is my Silver Eagle. Yeah, your mic's got another problem.
Well, why? Well, it worked before.
Oh, you know? There's always a before to every after, so.
Is it the amplifier board? If so, I got another one.
I don't know yet. Well, it's not the head because I swapped the heads. And so it's not the head. And it's not the battery. So, yeah, it might be something on the amplifier board.
Well, if it's nothing simple, I got another actually those two radios each came with a microphone, but the one had a dead head, so I don't use it, so I use that one. So, but I got another bass and everything. I just swapped that out.
Yeah, well, there you go. Whatever works.
Of course, now I have to locate it.
It's in the shed next to that roll of 600 ohm twin lead.
Oh, I found that. Oh, yeah, I found it. Here it is. It's here. So I got a whole nother microphone that I assume everything else is good, but I know the head's not.
Yeah, I hate that. I've got like 3 D104s that have dead heads. Right.
Come on, Breaker.
This tonight train just sign on for a few minutes. Hello there around the band.
You must be in Studio B, man. You got a lot of reverberation.
Yeah, that's echo. That's just the sound of the room for now, anyway.
Kind of sounds cool in a way.
Yeah, natural reverb is to me acceptable. That's got that big 1970 CB radio sound.
It will work. It will work if I'm on the saxophone and doing some studio recording. It will give me a nice natural reverb without putting electronic reverb in.
Yeah. What radio are you running?
The Demco Star.
Oh, man, that thing sounds good.
Thing's loud.
I don't know. There's no amplifier in the microphone, right, Bagger?
Yeah, the microphone's a preamp.
All right, hold on. Let me turn it down a little.
Sounds like you have a cold.
Yeah, that thing is loud.
Skyrider said it sounds like I have a cold.
Nah, don't sound that bad.
That's how I would like to sound, but then I get yelled at.
Let me turn it down. Hold on.
Well, I like it loud and proud because that's what it's doing.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Good evening there, Train.
He's looking for his screwdriver. He has an issue keeping track of screwdrivers in Studio B.
You better believe I am looking for a screwdriver.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, I super glued the mic pot, though, so you can't turn it down.
No, you didn't. All right, that any better?
Still sounds good.
I don't think it changed.
You don't think it changed? What are you getting, Skyrider?
Yeah, you a little bit better now. But I'm the closest here, so don't only rely on me here.
Sounds like it tamed down a little bit.
All right, I turned it down just a little bit more, just for to bring it smoother.
Sounds more like you now. Got rid of it. It was a little nasally.
See, it was not only me here, Steve. Yeah, you sound good now. You sound good. Let it go.
All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, I can't stay in too long. The wife wants to meet me for dinner. She's out and about, and she's been working hard today, so I got to meet her at 9 o'clock.
Aha. So how's the receive working on that thing? You're not getting overloaded by Skyrider anymore, right?
No, he sounds normal now.
Yeah, that thing's back to working the way it's supposed to.
Good sounding radio, man.
Does have good receive audio. Yeah.
I just wonder if Bytebuster will make it into the receive.
Well, let's call him up. He's out there. How about it, Bytebuster?
Sure, you can hear him.
That was a big double. Try that again, Bagger.
Said, I can hear Bytebuster when I had that radio over here, so I'm sure you can.
All right, that's good. What do you say, Pete?
I said, Bytebuster's out here, and I was calling him up. How about it, Bytebuster?
Yeah, I'm here. How does this thing sound? I got a D104. Is it squealing? What's it doing?
Did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard him, but I don't know if he can hear me. I don't have an amp over here, Roger.
He doesn't give me signal or check.
Somebody's doing a radio check. I didn't catch the end of what you said there, Bytebuster. You said he's giving you no signal. What?
No signal, no modulation. I can't hear him.
He can't really hear you, Night Train, but you hear Bytebuster, so that's a start.
Yeah, and if I had an amp over here, I got a little afterburner that I could have to find a fuse for it and see if it'll fire up, and maybe I could bring that over, but that would keep me from digging the power supply out from underneath of the stand and hooking up this and doing that and doing. I don't have the time for it right now.
Oh, so you're running that thing barefoot. Oh.
Yeah, it's just totally barefooted.
Wow. And you're still giving me a 10 over.
Sounds good over here, man. Hey, Joker, what's going on, man?
Doing there, Train. No, I think it sounds great over here. It does sound less nasally and boomy or roofy since you turned it down a little bit.
Good. I didn't even know that there was an amplifier in this microphone. I thought it was a non-amplified D104.
Well, the dead giveaway is the hole on the bottom.
Yeah, I saw it after Bagger pointed it out. And he glued it.
Yeah, glued the pot so you can't change it.
Great for Bytebuster. You there?
Yep, go right ahead and check 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is a D104 I had sitting on this shelf.
All right, man, got it.
It's working, driver.
Man, Bagger, this is a success. Even though Bytebuster can't hear me, man, I got like over 3 pounds on it.
Oh, yeah, that thing's got a hot receiver now. Now that it's got the right tube in it.
10-4.
All the way down to 0.1 microvolts on the signal generator, so I know that's working good.
Yeah, you did better than, what's his name? Because he was down to 0.2 microvolts.
I wasn't even, it was 2 microvolts. It was 2 microvolts when I first got it.
Oh, wow.
Audio.
What is that? Wow. For something that got so less knobs on it, man, it's a beauty.
Yeah, it's a real basic radio, though. I was kind of disappointed, but it does sound good.
Man, I'm not disappointed. I waited a long time for this thing to work.
How long you had it?
Probably, I don't know, over 6 months.
Okay, that's not really long.
It is.
Speaking of working, does my clock still work on the PLL?
8:20, what is it, 8:25? Yeah, it's working.
10-4 driver. Yeah. That's what's nice about that one. The clock works.
Yeah, I know. A lot of these mechanical clocks, they all start going belly up after about 30 years.
Yeah, the other one, the only thing is that clock motor, and then them clock motors. You want to go buy a replacement? They ain't cheap.
They're like $60 or something. I saw some guy wanted. I'm like, yeah, no.
That's why I enjoy anything.
Well, most of the guys disconnect them clocks after a while.
Yeah, but if you got one, you want it to work.
Yeah.
Is it digital or is it the kind that rolls and flips?
It rolls.
Oh, wow. Does it still work?
Yeah, the analog digital.
Wow.
Yeah, it's anadigital.
Like an old-fashioned Rolodex.
That's right.
Hello, old JR. Yeah, well, there's those flip card kind of digitals, but then there's the rolling on a spool digital, and that's the rolling on the spool, not the flip disc.
I like my old-fashioned sundial.
Yeah, but what do you do when it's daylight savings time?
There ain't supposed to be no such thing as daylight savings time. Man made that up. His sundial would be more accurate. Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, but even without daylight savings time changing, the sun's angle and trajectory all changes throughout the seasons, so it's not accurate all year.
Sundials are not accurate year-round?
No.
Since when were they not accurate?
Since forever, because unless you live on the equator, if you don't live on the equator, a sundial is not accurate all year.
No, because the angle of the sun changes.
Oh, that's a shame. I thought the sundial was like how they, figured it out from jump.
Yeah, if you live on the equator, they're accurate.
I thought they calculated that atomic clock with a sundial.
Sundials worked before they had anything else, but you still had to calculate, the angle of the sun for the seasons and make adjustments. The only place the sun don't change its angle from season to season is on the equator.
Time is relative.
Hello, Skyrider. Good evening.
How you doing, JR?
Everything's hunky-dory, as they say. Everything's going straight, going in the right direction, and just kind of kicking it back there. Yeah, the Green Dog sent me some nice pictures. I guess he sent them, I don't know if he sent them to you or not. I don't know if he can. Of those weird lights there in the sky there. But I think the phones enhance them pretty good.
I was out, like I said, I saw him over towards you way a little bit, but I didn't get the phone out. And that's true. If your phone gives it a little bit extra of, what's that called? Exposure. And that brings out the lights very well. Yep. Yeah, I just was sitting back a little bit. I sent Tom Roush an email. He quoted me that board for the tuna and the spare parts to repair the old board. So all together with shipping is not quite $90. So I'm going to go ahead buy a new board from him. He said that can handle up to 9K, versus the 800 what the old one could.
Well, it sounds like a well-worth investment then, I would say. Yeah, good. Good, he had that on hand? He's going to fix you up.
He said he has it in stock. He also has the I hope I pronounce it right, the toroid in stock, the little transformer. So he's sending me one of them too, so I can repair the old board and put it in the drawer.
I guess you can never have too many spares, right? Well, that's a good deal, Yeah, I would do it. Have a second handy piece there.
Yeah, it's just $10 that there, or $12 that thyroid might as well, you know. And this way I can say I did it.
Right, Joe. I hear you. Good. Good to hear it. Yeah, I forgot all about that until you mentioned his name, and I knew right where you were going.
Yeah, he sent me an email. I sent him an email yesterday, and he sent one back today. Gave me the price. If it would have been outrageous, I would have said, yeah, I put the thing in the drawer for spare parts. But for $65 for the board, all ready to go, you know, calibrated. It's not a better board, you know. The semiconductor for the pickup there is in Teflon tubing and all that. So nice looking board.
10-4. Good.
Hello there, JR.
Hey, good evening, Night Train. Sorry, I forgot to say my hellos. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good grief. This is what happens when you get all the time in the world. Good evening, Night Train. Good evening there, Bagger. Good evening, Sky Rider and Cantankerous, Spitfire. And whoever else I'm missing out there.
Good evening, JR.
Oh, man.
Good evening.
What'd you call him?
Cantankerous Pete, huh?
Big words for tonight. Man, I gotta get my dictionary. I'll be back.
Yeah, you better go get your dictionary.
Oh, wow. So, sound better there, Skyrider?
Yeah, you were a little bit overthrown there. You really sound raspy and like you had a cold. But I think you were just too loud or too, I don't know how to describe it. You have to show it to JR. He can better describe it.
Overmodulated.
That's probably the right word, yeah.
It's not your nap time, that's for sure.
You better believe it. We listened to y'all last night, did JR?
Did you now? All right. Well, I don't know what he might have said out of line there. You know, that lightning rod, he gets pretty ornery.
Blame it all on the lightning rod.
Well, I don't foresee me saying anything out of place.
I don't remember him saying nothing out of place either. So if I put this thing on a table and talk into it, is it alright?
Yeah. A little more reverb in there, you know, you're a little more hollow, but it's not, you know, boomy loud like it was.
Hollow, baby.
Yeah, you got your own natural charger going on there.
I really would like to know what became of Charger. I want to know if he's alive.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, maybe somebody knows where he lived and what his name was. And, you know, all I know is Charger.
His name was Charger.
No.
Last name Echo.
Echo Charger.
There you go, Echo Charger.
You know, I really don't remember him. I hear you guys talking about it, but I don't recall him.
Well, if you knew him, you would know him because he was known by his echo. Yeah, he didn't want to be on the air without no echo.
Yeah, tell him to turn it off. We're only getting mad.
He was the master of echo, and you got used to it because that was his signature.
Okay. But I still don't recall him.
still talking to number 7?
Yeah, face plant.
How's he doing?
Well, he's in a nursing home. That's, but he still communicates.
He's in a nursing home. Good Lord. He's not that old.
No. Now you can end up in a nursing home. You never know what happens to you before this life is over.
Yeah, he was never in the greatest of health to begin with.
No, he was always having some problem or another, but I thought he got his act together. Was out there growing pot in Colorado.
You don't think the nursing home have bars on it, do you?
That would be jail.
Well, I still communicate. I'm going to look him up right now. Is it quiet or just someone far away talking?
I think it got quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought somebody far away was talking, so I kept listening.
And then it got quiet.
See, I didn't think anybody was talking. I heard a little bit of something, but it sounded like bleed over.
Yeah, could be. Could be. So, what are we doing on Sunday?
Did anybody see those northern lights? I know I did not.
Yeah, I saw them. I had to use my camera to get a picture of them. But Saturday, regarding Sunday, I guess we're going to meet at the park for a little bit, and then maybe go over to the bowling alley, since it might not be the best weather.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I'm not sure what Sunday's weather is going to be, but Saturday we're going to have a little bit rain, and Sunday afternoon should be fine. And they have also, the park has a pavilion, so here's what I heard. Sunday, 1 o'clock. Is that correct?
Roger that. Sunday at 1 o'clock at the park, and then I guess we'll play by ear from then. I know that people making food was put on the back burner. I don't think anybody's going to do that. So I think that's pretty much it. It looks like it's going to be 54 degrees, so it might not be that bad to hang out there for a little bit.
Yeah, but still, I don't think it's picnic weather for food and drinks, you know.
No, probably not. It's November, middle of November almost, so. Yeah, so I guess it's just going to be, we'll play it by ear, but the plan is to still meet over there at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, roger that. Tell a couple of stories, and then either head over to the bowling alley and get warm again.
Yep, true that.
Sounds good. You have a rough head count?
Breaker 1-3 break. 1 second there, break. I think there's roughly a guesstimate of 20 people. That's the last I heard. And I'll step back. Go break.
Go ahead, Breaker.
Go ahead there, breaker.
They ask for the break and they don't take it. That's a violation.
Okay.
I'm talking to Sting on the phone. My bad.
Break acknowledgement is only valid for 3.5 seconds.
Good evening, Channel 13.
Hello, Goose.
Hello, Pete. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing fine. 10-8 and straight.
Same here, no doubt.
Hey, Goose, can you hear me like this, man?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, Roger. Hello, Goose.
Hello. How you doing tonight?
Doing all right, man.
Did you get some sleep last night?
Yeah, I did. I listened to JR and the Lightning Rod show.
Roger. You said you'd be back out. You never came back out.
No, I wasn't in a position to be keying up, man. Yeah, but I was there. I had the radio on beside the bed. 10-4.
10-4, I hear that.
Wow, Bagger, I'm totally impressed.
Well, that's the goal, right? Be impressive.
Hey, Roger. I thought that the S meter wasn't working, man. The thing was on power. The switch was on power. I was getting mad.
Oh no. Yeah, it's either one way or the other.
The switch was in the off position.
It was in the power position to let me know how many watts I was putting out. But it wasn't giving me no SU. Well, I was hurting.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good at all if that stopped working.
That's right.
How does base station sounding tonight?
You sounding good, Goose. Which one you on?
2995.
Roger. You got your 16 kilowatts?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good here on the other side of the mountain.
Goes up the bigger power supply, though.
I wish by Buster could hear me. You can tell him I said hello, but I don't have an amp over here yet.
Now I hear Goose real good. I moved the antenna down.
Oh, you're out in the barn, huh?
Yeah, I'm in the barn, man. I put this radio that Bagger worked on over here from the very, very beginning. I figured, well, I'll set it up over here. And tonight I was over here doing some tinkering. I mean, well, you know what? I got a few minutes. Let me just get on. But I don't have an amp. That's the only thing.
Okay. Well, you're getting there piece by piece. You'll eventually get what you need out there.
That's how a station is built, step by step, piece by piece, inch by inch.
That's it.
Notice it takes a lot of patience because everything that come in here don't work right, and it's got to be worked on, and this has to be that has to be this. You know what I mean? The whole 9 yards.
Like Johnny Cash said, one piece at a time.
Yeah, I missed you on 160 meters tonight. It was really good conditions.
What fancy lights?
Fancy lights will give you a lot of noise background.
It's funny, I don't hear that. I don't hear none of that on a Citizens band.
Remember when we were talking, your LED lights?
Yeah, I know. I don't have no kind of problems like that with 11 meters.
What band was that where we encountered that?
I'm not really sure, but what it was if ever I turn up that amplifier, it'll give me a light show.
Hey, Trains Disco Farm.
That's right. That's kind of funny. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna say 73s. I'm gonna take the wife out to eat. She's been working hard.
Well, at least you managed to stop in and say hello. Better than not showing up at all.
That's right. The train pulled into the station and pulling out early, but we got to see the train. So glad you stopped by, and your star is working really well. At least on the transmit side. County-wide.
This train approved on this end. I don't know what y'all hearing, but it sounds good because Bike Buster made the trip. No problem. When I can't hear Bike Buster, the radio has to go down the pike.
Catch you later, train. Enjoy your chow. Tell your missus, old JR said hello. Enjoy your meal. Catch you.
Hey, Roger. Mrs. Train said that, JR, you don't look like your voice. Now, don't ask me to interpret that.
Nobody ever does.
Never.
Never.
Never, ever, ever.
Hey, good night, Train, and have a nice meal and say hello to the missus. From Skyrider.
All right, I'll pass it along. Train 73.
Speaking of good voices and disappointing views, where's Wayne?
Yeah, he was a no-show last week.
I'm here.
There he is. All right. Just you got to pop in once in a while if you're hanging around. You got to let us know.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to interrupt.
All right. Well, good to hear from you there, Renegade.
Oh, can you come and pick me up for Sunday?
Yes, I believe I can.
Cool, because I don't know where this park is.
Oh, it ain't far. It's right down the street from me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I can pick you up.
Cool.
I think I have this in here. I thought I had it in my calendar. It's not in the calendar. That's this Sunday, right? At what time was that?
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sunday the 16th, right? 1 o'clock. I put it in my calendar and it's not here. I don't know why it disappeared.
Well, that's strange.
I'm putting it back in now so I don't forget.
Roger.
This stupid spell check. Oh my God. I put in Alley Cat Memorial and it changed it to Alley at Memorial. Stupid spell check.
It's always doing that to me, changing my words and putting something else totally different in there. I'm like, it's not even close to what I was putting in there, but changes it anyway.
Yeah, stop changing what it is that I type. We just stop.
Yeah, I don't mind it making minor corrections when I make a spelling typo or something, but yeah, when it totally changes the word to something totally different, I'm like, where did you get that?
I put it, well, maybe Alley Cat's not one word. I put Alley Cat, one word, and it changed it to Alley at.
Yeah, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Stupid thing. Like, just put in there what I type. Don't change it.
Yeah. Is that a different phone? Is that the video gate phone, or is this a different one?
I don't video gate on my phone. I video gate on my tablet. This is my phone I'm talking about, my calendar.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It's a tablet.
And the stupid Apple, I don't know, a couple of days ago, updated my phone. Didn't warn me, didn't tell me. Picked up my phone and like, why the hell's my phone look so different? So I wish they wouldn't do these updates without my express written approval and consent.
Well, you can set that in your settings. I have mine turned off. it reminds me that there's an update, but it won't install unless I tell it to.
I thought I had done that in the past. I think it updated and changed that on its own because I pretty much had it set that way.
Yeah, I don't let it do anything without my permission.
Yeah, now everything looks like freaking cartoons on here. It's all strange and it added things and like, what are you doing? Leave my phone alone.
Yeah, I don't take updates. I like the version I have because, you know, every now and then they sneak something in there that's not good. Drains your battery quicker, or, you know, something that's you don't want, and then you can't revert back to the old, so you're kind of stuck with it until the next version. So I leave the one that's in there that works. It's working fine. It does what I want it to do, so it's going to keep doing what I want it to do, and updates be damned.
Yeah. Oh, it used to warn me at least, and then I would have to accept it. Now it's just this last one. It did it all on its own. You know, I put my phone on the charger. Later on in the day, I picked it up off the charger, and it like looked completely different. I'm like, what the hell happened? So I'm gonna look in here and see about updates. And you got to turn it off, and I got to acknowledge it. Otherwise, leave it alone.
That's right.
Put a couple of apps on my phone. I'm like, I didn't ask for no apps. Why are you putting apps on my phone?
Well, they're built into the standard operating system now, I guess.
There, I found it. iOS updates. Automatically install. Off. Automatically download. Off. System files. Automatically install. Off.
There you go. Now you did it. Now you got it where you want it to be.
I thought they were there before, but that might have been my last phone. Maybe I didn't do it on this one because I got this one in May, so I might have neglected to do that.
Yeah, that's one of the first things I do when I get a new phone. I go in there and just turn all that stuff off.
507 is hard at work. Tonight we were discussing about, I don't know if you caught that or not, but remote switching my taps on my inductors, and he sends me a link to Russian military vacuum switch relays.
So now you got to go find somebody that's got Russian vacuum relays.
No, I need somebody with an eBay account because that's where they are. $27 a piece, and I need 6 of them to do what I want to do.
6 of them? Oh my goodness. 3 on each side.
That's right. So I can change 160, 80 low, and 80 high.
Oh man. And then you need a servo motor for the variable cap.
That's right.
Oh man. It's a deep rabbit hole, man. It just gets worse and worse.
Well, at least I have signal wire. I got a couple thousand feet of signal wire, so at least that won't be a cost incurred.
No. That's the easy part.
These switch relays are 15 amps, 4 kilovolts at 30 megahertz. And then Dave says at 160 meters, they're good for 10 kilowatts.
Yeah, not that you'd ever be running that much.
No, I don't have an SOB, and that's what he calls his amp. I knew it was something strange. He calls it SOB. I can't remember it, but he was talking about it tonight, and he said it. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket.
Yeah, sure it is.
Sure is something. Or maybe not.
But that would make life a whole lot easier, because I was fine-tuning it tonight, and like 3 or 4 times I run up through the house, and out the garage, and come back in, and maybe the 3rd trip or so, the wife says, how many times are you going to do that? I said, till it's right.
Yeah, go back and forth. That's got to be tiresome. So yeah, the remote control idea sounds Sounds like a gooder.
Well, I wouldn't have had to do that if my balance line feeders didn't get kicked out of where they were.
Well, you know.
If the tuner was right here in the shack where I had it to start with.
Yeah. I'm doing this because of you. You did this to me.
Yep. Yeah. That wouldn't end well, though.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
It is the truth. I wouldn't be lying. I'm doing this because you kicked my balance line feeders out of the house.
That's right. So, you know, this is what I have to do.
Right. This is your fault.
That's right. It's your fault.
And then so I can use that excuse when I spend money on vacuum relays. I'm only spending this money because it's your fault.
That's right. You made it difficult for me, so I got to get around it somehow.
So now I got to spend money.
Spend.
You only live once.
That's right. And I only got a few years left, so I want to spend my money. I don't need to take it with me because I can't do nothing with it when I'm dead.
Yeah. You can just pay people to stop talking about you.
Yeah. You could talk about me or not. Nobody's getting paid. Well, the only way any of us are getting out of this is we're dead.
Nobody gets out alive.
Yep. End of the line.
Where's your beam pointed at?
Should be at you.
All right. Well, I do have the preamp on, and I did adjust this meter a little bit. So you're at 5 dB over 9. Let me see where it's at with the preamp off.
Yeah. That just confuses things with the preamp on.
Preamp off, you're showing a 9.
Well, yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean anything because number one, you're on that quarter wave antenna, and my beam is cocked a little bit.
Well, that didn't last. Then it dropped down to a 5. So I'm better off with the preamp on.
You got the Texas Star line again.
That was the first that had changed all night when I turned the preamp off. Well, anyway, it hasn't changed all night, so I'm gonna put it back on and see if it stays. Everything stays good.
That means that the preamp switch is where the problem is. You cleaned it, but I guess it's still not quite right.
Yeah, it would seem so.
Yeah, when the signal drops off, you should kind of put your finger on the switch and kind of wiggle it a little bit and see if it pops back.
Well, try me. Well, it doesn't help if there's no signals.
I guess you need a signal for that to happen. So I'll just take this opportunity to calibrate my calibrations here. Oh yeah, luminars have been clipped to this radio. Good grief. But boy, is the transmit clean. Oh my goodness. SWR's down there where it should be, even with the amp. So this thing is very clean right now.
Yeah, that wasn't helping, so I'm just going to leave the preamp on. It seems fine with it on.
Oh, well, gotta do what you gotta do.
Uh-oh, he's listening. He's absolutely listening.
Who's listening? Dave?
Yep. 35 kilogram, 12 volt, 24 volt DC high torque electric shaft gear motor. 37 millimeter all metal gearbox. He's absolutely listening.
You don't need that much power, do you? You turn the damn capacitor past its limits and it cranks it right out of the key.
Yeah, 35 kilograms. That seems like a lot, don't it? High torque. Oh, I certainly don't need high torque. I could do it with the lightest of touches with my fingers.
Yeah, all you need is one of them little servo motors like they use for RC cars or something.
Yeah, that's probably enough to do it. I'd have to gear reduce the thing with a hard limit stop so I wouldn't tear the damn capacitor apart.
Yeah, right. You gotta make sure you can hard limit it so it doesn't go beyond its limits. You don't want to damage those. Those vacuum caps aren't cheap.
No, they are not.
You'd almost be better off switching to an open air vane capacitor that just keeps going round and round and around, and you don't have to worry about damaging
it. 5-7. It'd be better if he just got on the air and talked to us.
Yeah, right. The wheels on the bus go round and around, and so does that antenna.
He says we complain about everything.
Well, we're grumpy old men. What do you want?
Yeah, they don't call me Cantankerous Pete for nothing.
That's right. Just get off my lawn and shut up.
You swing that beam down his way so you make sure that he hears you.
I'm sure he can hear me, but yeah, I can make it a little bit better so that I can. Yeah, here we go. That's right to him now.
Just disappeared off my signal.
You just fell off a Bite Buster's radar.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to hear Bite Buster now. I'm pointed south.
Uh-oh. 5-7 says, my goal is you will hear me on my 100 milliwatt Archer Space Patrol.
Well, if he hooked it up to his antenna, we probably would hear him.
Yeah, 7 elements vertical. Oh, we would absolutely hear the 100 milliwatts.
Oh, no pain, no strain.
I heard you no pain, no strain on 100 milliwatts already.
That's right. But I'm only 10 miles away. He's 35.
Yeah, but that's also how much more gain on his antenna over yours. We're talking, 40 some foot long boom, 7 elements?
Yeah, that's true. He's going to have probably 10 dB of gain over what I have.
Don't you guys have a spare radio for him?
Well, he doesn't need a radio.
Now he just needs to put his vertical elements on his beam boom. He's working on micromanaging his gamma match for his horizontal, and once he's satisfied with that, eliminates some tree branches that are offending him, then he's going to work on his vertical elements. I'm like, Christmas is coming.
Oh, I can fix the problem real quick. I got a pipe wrench. We'll turn that boom vertical real quick.
Oh, he sent me a gate. Big improvement for Bagger, so he hears you.
Well, sure. I'm now pointed at him.
Yeah, he sent me a gate. I ain't going to listen to it this second, but yeah, he hears you.
Of course he hears me.
Which in turn means we would hear him.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's a two-way street, right?
That's right. He hears me on a quarter wave antenna.
You know what his deal is. He wants to be the big man, and you can't be the big man when you're in a diminished capacity.
Well, yeah, he can't be as big as he wants to be on the horizontal plane. But anyway, it's entertaining. It's entertaining that he is listening and sending me updates.
It's pretty vertical now, but it is aimed towards the ground a little bit.
Well, it is funny that he is listening, and then he cracks me up. 2 things I don't do on CB: mud ducking and politicking.
There you go. Go big or don't go at all.
Yeah, and stay away from politics. Which we don't.
Oh, yeah, what would be the fun in that?
At least on the AM Mayhem, we don't. We just whatever. If it comes up, it comes up. I'm a little more restrained on the classic radio roundup as far as that goes. Classic Radio Roundup 27115 on your AM dial. Brought to you by Mud Ducks Are Us.
Yeah, we gotta keep the taxi from going off the cliff, you know.
Yeah, we don't have hard and fast rules, but we got some guidelines.
That's right.
Oh well, now he's defining things, which I guess I should have known. Talking about politics and politicking are two different things.
Well, yeah, he's correct about that. You know, politicking is when you're BSing. You know, like not being honest about somebody's signal or who's getting over who or, you know, whatever. You know, that's politicking.
Well, then that would infer that he'll talk about politics, but he won't politic.
Right. In other words, he's not going to BS anybody.
No, he don't BS you. He tells you hard truths.
Yeah. Or hard something, anyway. Hard theories.
And then he tests my memory because he remembers things that he told me, but I don't necessarily remember the things that he told me. So now my homework assignment is to get a notebook.
Yeah, or a tape recorder.
But see, he doesn't know about my father's punishment in my youth where he made me copy books.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing, you know. When we get old like this, the memory it goes in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, I do need to get a radio station notebook down here just so when I make changes and stuff, you know, I have some sort of baseline to refer back to.
Yeah, but you know what sucks about a notebook is like, well, for me anyway, I start writing and my wrist starts to cramp. It's like I can't write. You know, I've been doing everything digitally on keyboards for so long. I go to take a pen and start writing, it hurts.
That's what I told him. I said it physically hurts my hand to write, and that's my father's fault for making me copy things like, you know, Homer's Odyssey and War and Peace and things, you know, from cover to cover, copying it down in 14-inch legal pads.
Oh, come on. Now stop blaming it on your pop.
What kind of punishment was that for?
Any of that stuff?
You know my father. That was his form of punishment. If I was out of line, he'd hand me a book, and it was always some kind of classic novel or classical book that I should be aware of, and I would have to copy it.
Yeah, but that could take a month.
Okay.
Holy moly. What possible thing could you have done that would warrant that kind of cruel and unusual punishment?
Well, that means the month of June, he knew right where I was. I wasn't getting in any kind of trouble, and in his mind, I was learning something.
Well, yeah, but what good is that going to do you when you go out and earn a living?
Well, he thought it was going to improve my handwriting, but it didn't. He thought it would instill discipline, and possibly that may have worked. And then I was supposed to learn something, and by accident, I did.
Yeah, well, I've got probably the most atrocious handwriting on the planet. And one summer, before I could go out and play when I was a kid, I had to sit and write paragraphs of stuff to hopefully improve my writing. But you know what? It didn't do a damn thing. And to this day, I still write like a chicken.
Yeah, well, this was supposed to be one of those things that was supposed to improve my handwriting, and it didn't, because I still write like crap. It still hurts my hand to write, but I had to do like so many chapters in a day or whatever. If I was assigned a book to copy, I had so much time to copy so many chapters.
Yeah, that's cruel and unusual punishment right there.
Well, my father didn't think so, but that was his form of punishment for me. And it's a beautiful summer day, and everybody's out playing ball, and I'm sitting at the dining room table copying War and Peace.
No wonder you're cantankerous.
Well, when you have a college professor for a father, I guess he thinks that's an appropriate form of punishment. Now, what it is that I did to deserve those kind of punishments, I couldn't really say. I never thought I was all that bad of a kid, but apparently I must have done something that annoyed him.
Good grief.
Yeah, that was my life as a child.
Oh man, that's almost depressing. I want to go shoot myself now.
Yeah, it wasn't like here's the Cat in the Hat, copy it. No. Here's Homer's Odyssey, copy it from cover to cover. And I want 5 chapters by next Saturday.
Here's Mein Kampf in the original German. Copy it.
I'm surprised he didn't do that. But I was made aware of books that I would otherwise never been aware of, and then a lot of those I've since read. Later on I've read those, like, because I had vague recollections of them. I'm like, there was some interesting stuff here, and I hear people like the classics and stuff. They talk about these books that I used to copy, and like, so then reading them later on, I was like, oh.
Just realized that the buttons on this radio really suck. They stick.
Yes, they do. You sort of, I think for changing between the sidebands or AM, I forget. You got to kind of push two at a time, and then to release the one, and then push the one that you want.
Yeah, I'm talking about the other ones, like the PACB and the noise blanker, and even a power switch. They stick. You have to come back out again.
Yeah, they all stick. Yeah, you got to sort of like flick them, like. Push them in and then quick slide your finger away.
To try to throw some deoxit or something in there with a little bit of lube.
Who's saying hey? I hear you on a piece of crap. What's going on?
I just want to see if you guys can hear this thing.
Yeah, I hear you. What are you running, milliwatts? 10 watts. Well, I hear you on your 10 watts.
Yeah, so do I. He's a grasser, but hey.
Yeah, and my radio sounds like crap too. It's got it all, worldwide.
Yeah, you need about 10 dB of gain. That'll do it.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, he's going to get that forward gain out of his antenna.
Yeah, but for the time being, you can get it from the wall socket.
I want to burn up my coax.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're not going to burn up your coax.
I probably have like a 67 to 1 SWR right now.
What are you running into your wire?
No, I'm running into my 10-meter antenna, which is tuned for 10 meters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're tuned up for 10 meters and you're kind of far away, so that's why I got you. Yeah, okay, I got it.
The only thing that's saving me is I have very low on cable, otherwise you would not hear me.
Well, that's working, driver. You're doing better than I know some people running more and are closer.
Well, I'll take that, and now I know my antenna didn't fall down.
Didn't fall down. It's still up in the air, making its 37 miles, or whatever.
Otherwise, I could talk to Europe with it today.
Yeah, but your match was better.
My match was great, but the signal wasn't going anyplace. Anyway, just want to say hello. I won't make you strangers here.
Well, I'm glad you did, pick up the microphone and say hello.
Roger, right on. Good to hear you, Dave, and I'll be with you.
Yeah, it's no fun talking about you when you don't talk back.
Well, I usually send it past, or I'll put it down in my notes. I take notes all the time about everything. He'll tell you. And I make notes for who falls, who to get busted in the future. Over.
He's gonna bust my shoes about taking notes until I actually start taking notes.
And there will be a test tomorrow.
Yup.
I give you crap for a winning all 4 rounds.
I feel like you're back in high school.
Back in my father's dining room.
Oh man, that could start triggering nightmares or something. You know, you might have to go to therapy now.
I have more PTSD from my father's punishments than I ever had from anything the military ever did to me.
So now it's all becoming clear that quote unquote accidental F-bomb on the radio station there was kind of like a viewer's dad without even realizing it.
A Freudian slip?
Yeah, a Freudian slip.
Well, we have since made up, but doesn't mean I'm gonna forget.
Oh yeah, you know, you got that pent up anguish there from all those years of cruel and unusual punishments there. You know, you kind of have to let that steam out every now and then. And since you're an expert at steam, you know what that's all about.
Well, you know, like I didn't at the time think it was all that unusual. Like I thought, oh, everybody gets punished this way. I come to find out, nobody got punished that way. I told my wife that, and she's like, "What?" And I tell you that cruel and unusual punishment. Like, oh, I just thought that's the way it was.
Well, I mean, I used to get punished where you got to write 100 times, "I will not do blank," or those things I had to do.
No, you could not read. That's too easy. See, that would be too easy in my father's mind. He'd slap down a freaking 1,000-page novel. Kaboom. All right, you got till X to copy this.
Oh, man. Oh.
Oh, and I had to put chapter numbers on the page and everything. Oh, yeah. And it had to be in the same, paragraph format. I had to make sure the paragraphs were the same. You know what I mean? Like, that had to be copied word for freaking word.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
He would check. You couldn't skip words and leave words out or leave a sentence out. No.
He would read the whole novel again in your handwriting.
He would skim it over enough to know if you tried to leave out a sentence or a paragraph or something somewhere, he found it. I tried that like once or twice. I just skip sentences. He's not checking. Ah!
Oh man. Oh yes. You have daddy issues.
Well, I mean, I got to give him credit. I mean, he was being a parent. He wasn't trying to be my friend. He was trying to turn his wayward son into a successful person, and I guess he succeeded in that regard.
Oh yeah.
It's just his methods were a little strange.
Well, it's a good thing your father was a college professor and not a ditch digger, because that could have been even worse.
Yeah, in all likelihood, it could have been worse. But yeah, well, he did expose me to some classical novels, so I guess that's that. And I still like to read, so.
Well, so maybe there was a little residual benefit in there somewhere.
He certainly exposed me to college level material when I was in freaking grade school and high school.
Yeah, Pete's going in for show and tell I read War and Peace.
I read War and Peace. I think I was probably 14 or 15 years old and I read War and Peace. And then, most kids my age never read anything longer than 100 pages, if that.
Yeah, usually it had lots of pictures. Anyway, where'd everybody go? I think we're kind of monopolizing things a bit here. You still there, Joker?
How about JR?
Skyrider. And where's Wayne?
I'm right here listening.
That's good.
Bite Buster.
I won't hear him.
I'm back. I was just had to get a beverage.
That's good.
Beverages are good. Especially of the adult variety.
Wayne's stronger than you are.
Who Wayne's stronger than who is?
You.
Oh, that's because I guess I'm on my quarter wave antennae.
Yeah, like I said, the beam, you're starting to drop off because I moved away from you, but for whatever reason, Wayne did not.
Well, yeah, it was too stinking cold out this week, and the timing was terrible for me to change out the antenna.
Yeah, you better hurry though. It's not going to get any warmer. Well, temporarily maybe for a little bit, but it's going to get cold again.
I don't know. I don't know. Almost any day in the probably near future is going to be warmer than it was on Tuesday.
Yeah, I got 1.5 inches of snow at the mountains on Tuesday.
I can attest to that. I was getting ready to start my antenna, digging the hole for the poles. I looked at the dog and said, you know what? We're going to go inside and forget about that pole today.
Yeah, Tuesday was brutal. It was windy and it was cold and it even snowed a little bit here.
Yeah, there were flurries, but I missed them.
Yeah, I saw them. Oh, Tuesday was so I was taken up anyway. I went to that. The wife surprised me with a Veterans Day lunch at Fogo. I don't know if you know what that is. It's a Brazilian steakhouse down there in the King of Prussia Town Center. Man, what an experience that was.
I've never been there. My daughter was. She got a birthday or some kind of I forget what it was, but I wasn't there for whatever reason, and oh well.
It was good. I was stuffed. I ate so much I was hurting, but I got 50% off.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing I heard is it's pretty expensive.
I wouldn't go there normally because it is very expensive, unless it was some kind of special occasion or whatever. But my meal was 50% off, and that's pretty substantial discount at that place.
Where's the beef? Awesome. Been there, done that several times.
That place is good.
It might make going to King of Prussia worthwhile. Otherwise, nah.
It was really, really good. I probably had 9 different kinds of meat.
9 different kinds?
Yep.
Wow.
And it was all good.
Sure, it's meat, man. It's what's for dinner.
My favorite one out of all of them, though, I have 2 favorites. It was the bottom sirloin and some pork sausage they had. Oh, it was all good.
Did they have any goat?
Any Coke?
No, goat.
No goat. But they had lamb and they had pork. I had some pork that was really good.
Yeah, lamb's good, but goat's good. Oh man, I love a good goat.
Yeah, I'm not particular for goat. I've had it. I like lamb a lot better. Lamb is really good.
Well, goat's good if you prepare it right, like the Indians do, or the Asians. Yeah, there's a certain seasoning they use, and it's really good.
I'm sure you're probably right, and if they did it, they would do it good because they did everything really good. Everything was like so like wow.
Yeah.
But it's a little pricey to go there like, every Friday or something. That's a little steep.
Yeah. That's why you won't see me there.
Well, that's why I think the wife took me because I got 50% off, and then she had a $25 coupon on top of that.
Oh, they were giving veterans 50 off.
Yeah.
That's a nice gesture.
I know that was appreciated. I had to show my ID and all that, but that's cool. Like most places give you 10 or 20% off or whatever, which anything is cool, but 50% is pretty substantial, really.
Yeah, that makes it almost worthwhile.
Well, I've been wanting to try that place. I'd never been. She took her son there for his birthday, and I went, I've been wanting to go there, and you took him while I was working. What? So she surprised me and took me there for Veterans Day, but of course that was a cheap date.
Cheap date.
Well, I'm still in trouble for the car, so
Yeah, it's going to take quite a few months or whatever to dig out from under that pile.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm keeping the car, so I had to have it's maintenance. Yeah.
That's what I said too. I got my truck. It's like I'm never going to get rid of this thing because even if the motor blew up tomorrow, it would be a lot cheaper to replace the motor than to get a new truck.
That's how I feel about my car, and you saw it. They did a really fine job on it.
Yeah, it looks new. Looks like a brand new car.
Yep, and I don't want a brand new car, but I want my car to look brand new.
Somehow that makes sense.
I like the car. I really like that car. I don't want anything else. I really don't.
Yeah, well, as long as you keep it maintained and, the drivetrain's in good shape and you don't need a clutch right away and, you're good.
234,000 miles and I'm still in the original clutch and no signs of giving up yet.
That's really amazing. That really is. And that's kind of why I said that too, because it's on borrowed time.
Well, guys on Faceplant, guys have reported they've gotten like 325,000 miles before they needed a clutch.
Wow, these guys are really good on them then.
Well, I figure I should be good for at least another 75,000 miles. We'll see.
When I got rid of my Fiesta, it had 180,000 miles on it, and the clutch still felt as good as it did when I bought the
thing. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. Like, it's amazing to me that a clutch will last that long.
Oh, if you don't slip it,
No, I really don't. Other when you've got no choice on some kind of steep hill or something, you got to slip it a little. But other than that, I really don't.
Yeah, right. That's the same with me. I engage it as quickly as I possibly can.
And if I'm on level ground or it's already a slight downgrade, I'll let the car start rolling first on a downgrade and then engage. So there's no slip at all. And then on level ground, all you got to do is let it come out a little bit. The car starts rolling and let it out the rest of the way. There's no change in throttle. I don't give it throttle to get rolling unless I'm on an uphill.
Yeah, it's exactly the way I used to do it. I'd let it idle and just very gently pull the clutch out and the car would start to move and then let it out the rest of the way and then give it gas. Yeah, that's exactly how I would do it.
Yep, that's how I do it.
That's how you can go so many miles on a clutch. The guy used to be my boss one time. He's like, I just had my clutch replaced at 25,000 miles. I'm like, you really don't have to drive a clutch, do you? He goes, why do you say that?
Yeah. You're burning up a clutch at 25,000 miles. You don't know what you're doing.
Oh. And this was on a Volvo or something. I think he had. And I'm like, you're rough on clutches. He's like, why do you say that? 25,000 miles. That's why.
I got 200,000 added to that, and I'm still on the same original clutch.
Yeah, because I think I was riding with him. That's right. And then he pulled out. He was like slipping the clutch terribly when he's pulling out. And I said, to go. And that's when he told me. He said, yeah, I did have that clutch replaced. 25,000 miles. I said, yeah, I can see why.
And I've seen guys on faceplant with my car. You know, I mean, I've been on this same faceplant group since I got the car. So what? Was it 12, 13 years ago? So anyway, you know, guys of 60,000 miles, 70, 80,000 miles or whatever. I need a new clutch. I'm like, you need a new clutch?
Yeah, I mean, well, unless something weird happens, like the throwout bearing gives out or something, you know, or something goes weird with the pressure plate. Other than that, you know, the only thing that wears is the clutch disc, and well, you know, you have full control over that.
Yeah, granted, there are weird things that can happen that are out of your control, you know, manufacturer defects or whatever. But you know, the average person, you know, people are getting a lot of miles out of these clutches if they know what the heck they're doing.
Oh yeah.
But I also started driving, you know, things with a clutch when I was 12 or 13 years old, so I've had some time to figure it out.
Yeah, well, I got my first stick car in 1979. Just about every other car since then has been manual transmission, and except my trucks. The first couple trucks were manual, but when I really got serious about pulling the boat and all, I had to switch to an automatic because they can pull a lot more load. Seems counterintuitive, but you know, the clutches in the trucks were weaker or something, and you know, so I guess you didn't want people, you know, like a 18-wheeler kind of clutch where you got to stand on the thing. But all the rest of my vehicles have all been manual, all my cars until this one. I decided to go with the automatic because I figured, you know, it'd be all the traffic and everything. And now I don't drive, now I don't commute anymore. So it's like, damn, I wish I had my damn stick back.
Yeah, and I think you could have got yours with a 5-speed, right?
Well, yeah, my car comes with it. That's an option. Although I think the sport version, I think you got to get the manual.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but it's the non-SI manuals are 5 speeds.
Yeah, I think it's a 5, or it might be a 6. I don't know.
Unless I'm wrong, only the SI's got 6. The manual standard Civics, they only give you a 5.
I'm not going to complain about one less gear.
Yeah, it's just different ratio, that's all. Just closer ratio.
Giddy up and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well then you got the crazy Civic like old Jim has over there.
That's a nice car.
Damn right it is.
I had a guy, the wife and I went over there to Bali. What's that little domain there in Bali to have some lunch? And there was a guy who came in with this beautiful Camaro, right? I don't know exactly what year it was, but it was a muscle car. He had it all decked out and nice and shiny. He come in there, and he got out of his car, started looking at my car going around. He started taking pictures. I'm like, come on, look at this, honey. Don't tell me this wasn't a good investment.
Yeah, that's a desirable car. It just is, just because of what it is and what it can do and all that. I just, you know, it's a good thing they made him in 4-door only. If they made him in a 2-door coupe, I'd be in trouble with the wife again because I'd want one really, really bad. But since it's a 4-door, I kind of talked myself out of it.
Yeah, I'm content with the 4-door. I mean, yeah, 2-door would have been cooler, but they don't come that way. I don't know why, but they just didn't do it.
Well, they don't, and I wish they did. Well, because I would have had one. But like, I really like my coupe.
I'll have to check your paint job out there. It's nice to have it all back into, where you used to be.
Yeah, like Dave said, it looks like it's a brand new car. I mean, I pretty much had it all painted except the roof, the doors, and the trunk. And there's a couple of little flaws in my doors or whatever, but you can overlook it. But the rest of the car, man, it looks like new.
That's nice. That tells me you're going to keep it. It's going with you. When you go, the car goes.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm absolutely keeping it. There's nothing else out there, with a reasonable price tag that I want.
And that's the kicker right there. Reasonable price tag.
Now, if I had the money to buy an Acura NSX, yeah, I'd be buying one, but I don't. So there's nothing else between what I have and an NSX that I want. So there's nothing in my price range. Sorry.
Those cars anymore. I haven't even looked at a new vehicle. I don't want to because I just think it's probably pretty much outrageous.
Yeah, and they all seem to have more issues.
Yeah. The more crap they put in them, the more stuff breaks down.
Yeah, it seems like cars made in the last 5 or so years have had more problems now than kind of ever. Well, not ever, but they're having more issues than cars only 10 or 15 years old. The cars in the last 4 or 5 have more problems than what they were putting out, just 10 or 15 years ago.
They all try to connect to the internet and all that. It's all this electronic crap.
Yeah, that stupid push button start. Ugh.
They're so junky now. You can buy them online and have them delivered to your house because they're embarrassed by them.
Yeah, you can buy a car on Amazon.
Yeah, that's Carvana, man. That's the Carvana business model.
Yeah, you can buy Kias and Hyundais on Amazon.
They deliver for you.
I'm not ever buying a Kia or a Hyundai. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
It's Honda, Acura, and I used to be all Chevrolet, but I don't even want a Chevrolet anymore. Everything they make is crap anymore.
Yeah, I know. Ford's got it going down the hill too. They put all this investment in these EcoBoost engines, and they have a lot of trouble with them. They've ironed out a lot of problems, but they still have a few here and there. And who the hell thought it was a good idea to use a little rubber belt to drive your oil pump? I mean, that's crazy.
I do like the Ford Focus. Is the RS? I think it's the RS. About like ones that are like 10 years old or so. The Ford Focus RS. I think that's the right one. That thing's pretty cool.
That thing gets up in boogies.
Yeah, that would give Jim's car a run for its money. The ST is the lesser than the RS, right?
I don't remember, but yeah, one of them is the turbocharged or whatever high performance version that actually does have a very respectable 0 to 60 time.
Yeah, I think it goes ST and then RS if I have that right, and the RS is the hot one. I don't know if are they still making that?
I don't think so. I don't think the Focus is in their lineup anymore.
That thing actually looked pretty decent, but the performance numbers on it were killer.
Yeah, it's typical. They make a car like that and it does so well, and in the next 2 years, two years later, it's no longer there.
And the new Civic SIs, I don't know if you ever seen them, like the new Civics in general. they're too big. They've gotten too big. Like that now, it looks like an Accord, and it doesn't look any different. I seen a new Civic SIs going down the highway, and I'm like, that just looks like an Accord.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm looking at my car. I'm thinking, geez, it's not much different than an Accord.
Yeah, I think they lost it. Like the whole appeal of the Civic was its size. You know, the Accord was more, a sedan or a bigger car. And now you make the Civic as big as the Accord used to be. They're like, that's stupid.
Yeah, so, then why buy the Accord, if the Civic's just as big? I mean, yeah, okay, you can get a V6 engine in the Accord, but gee whiz, I like the turbocharged 4 because I get 40 miles to the gallon.
Ford Focus, that would do 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. It's pretty quick. But that's also 350 horsepower.
Yeah, that's pretty quick for a subcompact hatchback.
Yeah, that is. That's putting it out there.
350 horse. I don't think my SS396 had that from the factory, that much horsepower.
It's a 2.3 motor, too. That's what it is. 350 horse. Woo.
That's crazy.
Storage and all that,
That's crazy power out of a 4. It's amazing what they can do nowadays.
Well, you see what they're doing with the trucks now. I mean, GM and Ford are both doing it. They're putting these little 4-cylinder and small 6-cylinders in trucks with turbochargers and stuff on them, and they're getting 250, 300 horsepower out of them, and they're running those in trucks.
Well, there was like the wife had that Volvo. That what was it? The 90. I don't remember the numbers, whatever the letters. That thing was a 2-liter compound induction, and that made 325 horsepower.
And how long are a motor?
Yeah. It's crazy what they can do with these little engines, but it scares me in a truck application because, with trucks you want pulling power, you want low end torque and things like that, and I'm wondering, just because you can get horsepower out of a 4-banger or something, whether you're going to get the same kind of foot pounds off the line, It just seems to me, I'm still the old school guy that says there's no replacement for displacement,
Yeah, horsepower. Yeah, they get that kind of horsepower, but you got to spin them up too. You got to spin the turbo up. Right, you're not getting that off the line low RPM torque. What'd you say there, Bite Buster?
And how long are the motors lasting when they're being beat like that, man? Because revving them like that, geez, that's wearing them out like nobody's business.
Well, it's not. Well, Honda has proven that high RPM isn't necessarily the killer. The killer is when you start boosting at high RPM. That starts to shorten the life. But high RPM by itself nowadays is not necessarily a death knell. I mean, I run my car regularly at 5, 6, 7,000 RPM for the last 233,000 miles. Doesn't burn a drop of oil, but I'm also naturally aspirated.
And hopefully you're running synthetic oil.
Oh, I'm running liquid moly.
And the top end for, what is it, the 2000, I want to make sure I say this right, the 2022, a car that we're referring to is 350 horsepower, 6-speed manual transmission, top speed 165 mile an hour. So I got him by 5, but he'll take me out of the hole.
Yeah, the RS versus your car.
Yeah.
So you got him on the top end, but he'll get you off the line.
Yeah, he'll take me off the line.
Is that thing all-wheel drive too? That Focus or what?
I'm not saying that. I'll have to trackable. Yeah, all-wheel drive system. Yep.
Oh, also in a rally type situation, you might be in trouble.
I don't know about that. That'd be a good comparison, though.
All right. I'm going to make it a rally situation with a wet road. But I would prefer to have your car no matter what. I'm just saying, though, all-wheel drive kind of is a game changer as far as, when it comes down to handling.
Rally, wet rain, uphill, both ways.
In the snow.
I'll leave mine in the garage, thank you.
Still rather have yours than a Ford Focus RS, even if I do like it.
Is it stick or automatic?
6-speed manual.
Yeah, that'd probably be all right.
Is that 123?
That's 123. What's up?
What's up, brother? Top of the evening to you from your county-wide radio on the Classic Radio Roundup. Working this antique Midland 13879B.
13879B. I hear you loud and clear.
With the stock mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Good evening. What's up? Who's that, Joker?
Yep, it's Joker. I sent Bassmaster some stuff. I don't know how much more I'm going to able to get to, but I did send him a bunch of stuff.
Okay, yeah, I was telling him he was concerned about getting it all together by Sunday, and I figured if he doesn't get together, we'll just get it on the net. You know what I mean? We'll get it out there.
Yeah, we'll do what we can. Yeah, I just don't have much more time. I was working on it a little bit earlier, and then the brain is fried.
Yeah, I got you, man. Hey, I'm just impressed that he'll be able to do something. We'll have something, you know what I'm saying? And it's not lost.
Yeah, that's we'll have something. And then you know what? We can always post it online for the friends and people that want to see it too. We can make something. I could get together and collaborate, or we could do more and post it online. Maybe make a page or something.
Yeah, yep. We could put it on our memorial page there. Our 10-7 in the albums.
Yeah, there's always stuff we can do. But like I said, I sent him some stuff, and I'll see what else I can get done if I can't do any more. If not, then I'll see you guys on Sunday.
Yeah, 10-4. Everybody's up on it, right?
Yeah, I am again now.
Hello, 1, 2, 3.
Howdy, JR, and everybody. I don't know who else is out here. I heard Pete, Dave, JR, Joker. I don't know who else is out here, but howdy. Good evening.
Hello, 2, 3.
Skyrider, what's up?
Just sandbagging here and doing window shopping.
Window shopping. I hear that.
Who needs new windows?
Not new windows. Shopping in my computer window.
Your computer needs new windows. Okay.
Yeah, well, Windows 10 is no longer supported.
Everybody needs new windows.
By the way, Petey and Dave, just for curiosity's sake, last night I went down to 80 meters and everybody was gargly. You couldn't tune them into be clarity at all. It was that goofy light show they had out there. So, and it was on 40, it was on 80, and both radios and all that good stuff. Just wanted to leave you know. So it does have effect.
Oh, it absolutely does. Aurora will distort the snot out of signals. I used to work Aurora on 6 meters, and everybody sounded like they were talking underwater, but it was legible, but it was way distorted.
Yeah, it got to the point I didn't even want to listen to it no more. I'm like, come on, what is this? I figured I'd throw it out there because I knew what it was, and just kind of makes you wonder, but it don't bother this band up here.
No, but that's cool. But actually, well, not locally it doesn't, but you can work Aurora on this band with a beam. You got to have a beam, though. You got to point it north.
What are you going to work up there? What's going to happen with that deal?
10, 11, 6 meters. You point your beam straight north on Aurora, and you'll wind up working people east of you, west of you, south of you, but not necessarily north of you. but you got to kind of point it north, maybe a little bit off of north, either a little bit west, a little bit east, north, or either side of it, and you'll work people in all different directions, and they all sound like they're talking underwater.
I'd be pulling the beam down thinking there's something wrong with it.
No, that's just the way Aurora is. That big Aurora curtain, that light show, is a big stinking reflector.
Yeah, it's a different spectrum.
It's annoying, I know that. Okay, I just wanted to throw that out here. I'll be back.
Yeah, I've worked Aurora on 6 meters and 10 meters in the past. But that is interesting. I've never been on the lower bands during an Aurora event, so that's interesting that it distorts the audio down there too.
Yeah, speaking of that, has anybody seen the lights?
No, not me. I can't see nothing from here. I got trees.
Oh, because they said you're supposed to be able to see them tonight.
Well, there were people posted on Faceplant up around Spring Mountain, down in Collegeville and stuff, and from last night, and they saw the Aurora. But I can't see it from here.
Last night you could see it, yeah. But what you see with the naked eye is not half what you see through your camera.
What are you guys talking about? The hairy callus?
The hairy callus?
What?
What has baseball got to do with Aurora?
Aurora borealis, hairy callus. All right, I'll turn my squelch back up.
Yeah, somebody a block away from me posted a picture on Faceplant. They were able to see it, but I looked out the window. I looked out my back porch, and I couldn't see squat. I don't know.
Was that tonight or last night?
That was last night.
Tonight it's cloudy. You're not gonna see a lot.
Yeah, but it was a X5 something flare. That's pretty good size.
Yeah, I got some good pictures, or decent pictures outside my house last night.
Tonight it's supposed to be even more.
Not with cloud cover. You're not gonna see nothing.
I don't see clouds, man. I'm looking at stars.
No, all right. Well, maybe after I'm done here on Classic Radio Roundup, I'll step outside, but I won't see nothing unless it's really bright because I can't see horizon from here.
I was going to say, is it right at the horizon? Because I'm looking straight up.
Well, you're not going to see it straight up unless you're in way farther northern latitudes. Down at these latitudes, you're going to have to look pretty much north at the horizon.
Well, I don't know. I'm seeing something on the horizon, but I mean, it looks like looks like the regular, city glow. I'm not seeing nothing like above the horizon.
Well, that's what it's going to look like, a colored glow up in the sky.
Got to go up to Happy Valley.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, you got too much light pollution. You got to go someplace where there's not a lot of lights around.
Yeah, that's true. Unless like you drive to upstate New York or Vermont or New Hampshire or something, then it'll be a lot closer.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I got a few good pictures last night.
Pull it up on the computer. I'll see what somebody else already took pictures of.
Yeah, but Joker, you were looking north towards the horizon, though. It wasn't like overhead.
No, correct. I looked north.
Green Dog got some good shots.
Looking up, I didn't mean directly overhead. I'm looking maybe 90 degrees or whatever, 45 degrees.
No, it's going to be lower than that. It's going to be closer to the horizon north, maybe not more than 20 degrees off the horizon.
Okay. And it's towards the north, right? The north horizon.
Yeah, the northern horizon. Yep. I was up in the Arctic Circle in 1987, and there was Northern Lights, and we were right under it. Man, it was fantastic. It was like, man, once you seen that, this ain't nothing.
Right. I think it's fairly clear now. I'm going to go out and check it out.
Give us an update, Bite Buster.
In Puerto Rico.
Bite Buster, give us an update. What about Puerto Rico?
Did you ever see the Fluorescence Bay?
Didn't know there was a fluorescence bay, but I've seen, the phosphorus in the ocean. I've seen that.
That's what I'm talking about. The southern part of Puerto Rico, that bay, you go out in it, and the water lights up when they agitate the water, the little plankton or whatever that's floating around in there.
Well, I got news for you. Anywhere out in the ocean, you agitate the water. Guess what? There's fluorescence. You see it.
Yeah. In the wake of the boat, man, we used to see it all the time.
I went down there and they had a glass bottom boat, like an old fishing boat, I guess, with a glass bottom, and you could see it light up as you're going along. But then they park out there and it's pitch black, you know. The sky is completely black except for the stars. And they drop a bucket on both sides of the boat and they pull it up and they put the water on the deck and it lights all up.
Yeah, the ocean does that. That's just probably a more concentrated area. But I seen that all over. Any ocean I've ever been in, I've seen that.
How many oceans have you been in?
Well, if you want details, it's going to take a while. But let's just say I've been in 24 different time zones in the ocean travel.
Okay, but does it happen in like towards the equator, or does it happen up in the poles?
It happens everywhere. It happens everywhere, no matter where. Everywhere. Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, the Red Sea, the Dead Sea. Well, I don't know about the Dead Sea because I didn't sail in the Dead Sea, but I did swim in the Dead Sea. Arctic Ocean. Yeah, every ocean I've been in, you see phosphorescence at night.
But you better be careful there. Your father will have you copying the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, right? If he had access to them, I probably would have been.
How about the Black Sea?
I haven't been into the Black Sea, but I've been in the Bosporus.
Wait, what was that last one?
The Bosporus, that's the waterway that leads from the Mediterranean to the Black Sea.
Okay, all right, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
I walked across a bridge in Istanbul, Turkey, and I walked from Europe to Asia.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
The Bosporus is the dividing line between Europe and Asia and Turkey.
All I did in Turkey was go to a hotel room, get drunk, and fall asleep for a few hours. Yeah.
I would go to the bazaar and then, do some shopping there and then find some hole in the wall to get drunk at. And I remember going to this one bar, restaurant, place, whatever, and I swear it's like they'd never seen American money before, and they didn't know what to do with it.
Nah, we were in trouble, so we pretty much had to go to Turkey for a few hours and then leave. I was just down in Malta, and there was a couple people that had no idea about American money.
When I was in the Bosporus in Turkey, and then, as you know, that's the route to the Black Sea. So this is 1985, 1986. So the Cold War was still going on. But as far as the Soviets went, Turkey went, it was a neutral port. So the Soviets would pull in there, and their Soviet sailors would be on liberty. We're out on liberty, and we met up with Soviet sailors and wound up getting trashed with them and having a great time, and realized us sailors are cool. It's our leaders that are dickheads.
Well, if my history serves, most Russians in those areas of people, they like to drink.
Yeah, Russians like to drink for sure. And then being Russian sailors and American sailors, well, let's see who can drink who under the table and let the games begin.
Nothing out there.
Roger on the nothing sighted.
Did you try squinting?
Did you try using your iPhone camera?
Yeah, I even tried that too. It's a little brighter to the north, but there's no color.
Yeah, that ain't worth me going out to try to see anything because it's just going to be buried in my trees.
Yeah, you're not going to see nothing from there. Too many trees and no horizon.
You ain't going to see nothing.
No, you don't know who's who, who's what. You don't have a clue.
You won't see nothing.
How about putting the drone up?
I won't see nada. You can put your phone on your antenna shooter.
Hey, there you go. Fly your drone up, Dave. Fly up your drone with a camera.
Yeah, I could do that, but that would be too much trouble to set up right now. That would work, though.
You could see to the horizon, man.
Yeah, your horizon would be further away.
Yeah, I go 500 feet. We're good to go.
500 feet, huh? That's not too shabby.
I could go further, but I'd have to override the software. They don't want you going over 400 feet. That's the FAA limit.
That's the ceiling. And mine just beats. Can't you get special permission?
No, not really.
How about the licensed ones?
I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with all the latest nonsense that's going on with drones, but they just keep passing more and more regulations that make it more difficult or more intimidating.
I thought you were gonna fly like around the airport.
You don't want to do that.
Or around nuclear power stations.
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that either.
Or military installations.
Probably not recommended.
Fly that Stinger. What's that? Fly at me? I'll go for a ride. Bring it around. If it can pick up my fat ass. So how about that bite buster? Bite buster, you got a grip?
Bite buster, Stinger's hollering at you. Hear him?
He might have got sucked into the Aurora Borealis.
Oh, is it doing that?
Well, you never know with Bite Buster. He can disappear at a moment's no notice.
He does those Irish goodbyes.
That's right.
Only way to be.
I was tuning around on 80 meters, and I heard a couple of guys that sounded a little funny, so I guess maybe the same nonsense is going on tonight.
Hey, Pete, let me ask you a question about antennas.
Well, I'll answer it if I can.
Oh, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. What's the wave? Let me see. Hold on a second. You don't know it? Hold on. I'm thinking. 49 was telling me something about, what is it, 400 megahertz?
400 megahertz is UHF.
Right. What meter is that?
400 megahertz exactly, or the 440 amateur band?
Yeah. Well, there's a commercial 400 something, right? 416 or something?
The commercial I know is above 450, 460, 470. I don't quite remember what's down around 400 exactly. I think that used to be TV channels, if I'm not mistaken. But I might be mistaken. But the 440 amateur band, it's from 420 to 450, is called 70 centimeters.
That's it. 70 centimeters. Okay. So how is a 12-foot stick a half wave?
On 70 centimeters?
That's what I was told. It don't sound right to me.
No, half wave on 70 centimeters would be, oh Christ, they can make me do math. Hang on a second. So a quarter wave on 70 centimeters, I'm trying to remember. It's like 6 inches or something? 6 or 7 inches? I don't remember.
Quarter wave's about 6 inches. Half wave would be about a foot, give or take.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
35 centimeters.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We don't do metric here.
Half a centimeter.
Oh, yeah, right.
35 centimeters.
Every bend you announce is metric.
Yeah, I'll do metric and wavelength, but after that I need to use SAE measurements, English.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So approximately 6 inches is a quarter wave on 70 centimeters.
I can't relate to metric.
Come on, you can't count by 10. What's the matter?
Well, I can count by 10, but I can't ever like I can't picture the sizes without thinking about it a little bit. Like when you say to me, "Oh, that was 1 meter long," I think, "Oh, okay, that's just over 3 feet." You know?
Yeah, exactly. Everything's got to go back to an SAE reference because that's what I'm used to.
It's the only way I can picture the size.
Yeah, I'm right the opposite.
I'm just saying. He was telling me that he's got a 12-foot stick and it's a half wave, and I'm like, I don't know how they could do that unless it's a multi-band antenna, and it still ain't half wave for 70 centimeters.
No, it's way more than a half wave. If you got a 12-foot stick and it's a 70 centimeter antenna, it's probably multiple coal phased half wave antennas is what it is.
Yeah, it's a collinear.
Right, often known as a collinear antenna.
That's what I told him. I said it somehow that's got to be multi-band or, like you said, multi-co-phased, antennas.
Yeah, it may be multiple half waves, but 12 feet, if it is indeed a 70 centimeter antenna and it's 12 feet long, it's multiple half wave collinear antennas tied together.
And what would be the advantage? Does that give you a higher gain?
Absolutely, it gives you more gain. Yep.
You get like 9 or 10 dB gain out of something like that.
Okay, so what are we talking about? First of all, 70 centimeters, we're talking repeaters. So why would you need? I guess if you're out in the desert.
If you want to hit a really distant repeater on 70 centimeters, that's not an uncommon size 70 centimeter vertical antenna. Like some repeaters, the 70 centimeter repeaters, they'll use an antenna like that. So
yeah, Station Master.
Yeah, so they'll use an antenna like that on the repeater itself. So some guy out there with a stinking rubber ducky walkie-talkie can be heard by the repeater.
Gotcha. Okay, now that makes more sense.
The disadvantage to a collinear antenna is all that gain is gotten at the expense of your radiation angle. It becomes extremely narrow. Like picture a donut laying on its side. That would be your quarter wave antenna, and then take a piece of steel and flatten the donut. That would be your pattern out of a collinear antenna.
Yep, he's not wrong.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
So if you're out of the plane above or below the radiation angle, your signal falls out of it.
Right.
So what they do is like if it's on a high mountaintop kind of situation and it's got a gain antenna like that, they'll introduce phasing to it so it downward tilts that radiation pattern.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. They focus the radiation pattern downward so that covers more of an area.
Yeah, but that's like a high gain omnidirectional antenna. That's what that's all about.
Okay, now that makes a lot more sense. I appreciate the explanation.
Do the best I can with the limited information I have.
Yeah, make sure you take notes. There'll be a quiz tomorrow.
Oh, the notes. I can't remember everything. He's like, well, take notes.
I'll take notes and still fail the test.
Even if it's an open notebook test?
What would show up?
Now, there isn't an open book test in the world that I've ever failed.
I know. I'm just joking. That's pretty much. If you can't read and write it down, copy it and write it down, we ain't got no help for you.
Well, a lot of those open book tests, at least in the ones I've taken in my experience, are your ability to be able to locate the information that's required in the time allotted.
It's about doing research.
Are you smart enough to be able to use the index?
Can you read?
Can you read your own writing?
Can you actually comprehend the question that we ask you?
Yep.
Well, anyway, I'm going to comprehend. It's back into comprehension here. I'm going to comprehend my own departure here because it's time for bed. So we're going to catch everyone later, and I got to say goodbye to Radio Bob, who's occupying my shoulder here. And we'll catch everyone later. Classic Radio Roundup.
Real quick before you go, you been on that PLL all night?
Yes, I haven't moved.
Wow. Thing sounds pretty good. All right, 7-3, and I'm gonna be right behind you. One of them long days and early days coming up. Dogs, breakfast, and all the usual excuses that I have. So thanks for the fun on Classic Radio Roundup. Check out the video gate sometime tomorrow. It'll be uploaded on YouTube in the usual place. 441 of Spitfire on this antique flea market junk. 7-3.
Hey, we'll see you guys on Sunday in the park.
Yeah, man, I'll catch you all too. And not before. I'll see you Sunday.
Catch you all later. Have a good evening, Dave. Peace. Catch up with you. Whoever else is leaving, catch up with you too there. 73. Good night from old JR.
Catch you later, JR.
All right, guys, have a good one. Talk to you later. We'll be in the league on 10-7. No, I'm saying goodbye to whoever's leaving.
See you, 1, 2, 3. Fight Buster, JR, Bagger, Pete, Skyroller.
I think Joker's just saying goodbye to everybody. Goodbye, Joker.
Later. You guys not hear me now?
Oh, we heard you. Goose was just asking who's leaving.
10-4. All right. Later.
I don't know. Is Fight Buster still out there, JR? Can you hear him?
I want to go to bed now, and I probably won't fall asleep until about 3, so I'll have a chance. When I go to the bathroom at 2, I'll check it out.
Yep. I was just thinking that myself. You know, when I get up halfway through the night, yeah.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
Oh, I heard him in there. I heard you, Fight Buster. Goose, can you hear him? I got the back door. I'm over here at Rendy's. Oh, okay. Hey, Flip Flop, you out there?
I said they open the road up.
Oh yeah. Did they open up Wendy's? Is Wendy's open up? I told you this last time. You brain dead? Oh, I forgot. Upper Merion Wendy's is open again?